And we're live.
Yeah. What's good, people? It's your boy Icarus Gray.
And it's your homeboy Word of Mouth TJ.
And this is the No Rhyme or Reason podcast, where we talk about everything.
Everything for no reason at all.
We are back.
Yes.
Back again.
Back for the first time.
Hey. That's not what you did there.
Uh-huh.
And we have a very great show for you guys today. We have 2 No Rhyme or
Reviews.
We have Doggystyle by Snoop Dogg, which just released a 30-year anniversary edition.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think there's anything different about it. But I wanted to do it because Snoop Dogg has been killing it lately with his marketing. He had the world in an uproar when he released that he was giving up smoke.
Mm-hmm.
People were making all kind of blurbs about it. You know, he wanted y'all to respect his privacy. People was like, if Snoop quitting, what that mean for me?
What does that have to do with you?
Nothing. And it was all to promote a smokeless fireplace or a smokeless grill kind of thing. And I'm like, this is the most genius thing ever.
Yeah.
How does he keep doing it?
We're going to go through our same thing, the themes, the production, the favorite songs, and then our overall rating. Let's start with themes, please.
The introduction to me of like the West Coast funk. Like whenever I think about West Coast funk, I always think about Snoop. I always think about, like, even though, you know, we got Good Day from Ice Cube and all these other songs, when I think about like just that combination,
Yeah.
it's always gonna be Snoop, because Snoop felt like, when you're listening to this album, The Mac or any of the blaxploitation films, Shaft, all of that.
It feels like you needed to be outside.
Yes.
With this album. On top of that, now that I hear it again, I also understood where Kendrick took some inspiration for To Pimp a Butterfly.
Same.
I also hear how Drake recently took some inspiration from it for All the Dogs. I don't know. I feel like this album is iconic in and of itself and leads the pack in classic albums.
Woof, woof.
Where you want to go with production?
Yes.
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about what Dre did with this album. Dre gave Snoop the perfect setting for introduction. Like, this was the I Don't Need Y'all album to me, regardless of all the stuff that was going on. And you know, this is post NWA, and like, he announces himself to the world in a way of like, or re-announces, I guess, or reintroduces in a certain sense. And every song, just like you said, it feels like you need to be outside, feels like a party, gives Snoop smooth vocal tones, a perfect place setting, gives that gangster feel, but also just feels clean.
And this was right after The Chronic as well.
Yeah.
So almost a year after The Chronic. So it gives a little bit more of it shows Dre's power and control, and in some ways his perfectionism when it comes to like releasing a project and spending time like meticulously combing through every single snare and kick drum and instrument and every note. Yeah, Dre is not the type of person that he doesn't want to polish or fix it in the mix. He wants the right take.
Yes, that's what it sounds like. Everything sounded like the right take.
Let's get into our favorite songs from this. What are you feeling?
Ain't No Fun.
That was the longest intro that I ever done heard.
Intro
that I ever done heard.
Yeah, man. That's my favorite song, man. Like, technically it's for the chorus, because I really do love the chorus, because just that, it ain't no fun, can't have none. It is such a vibe. And then being as young as I was, and then when you finally like get old enough to where it's like you're going to parties and you're like expecting, you know, your homeboys to call the girl, and y'all sitting there on the phone seeing if they're gonna come over and come kick it. This feels like teenager. It just feels like teenage energy. Like he's 19. By the time I'm like really vibing, I'm 16, 17. This song just encapsulates the funk of the album for me.
I don't feel that same way about this song.
Really?
Because I think that it is fun if the homies don't have none. Peace. Yeah. So my favorite record from this one is Who Am I? So What's My Name? Let's go ahead and take a listen really quick. That song was my introduction to Snoop. Obviously,
yeah.
This is a branding thing, right? Mm-hmm. This is everybody needs to know my name. Everybody needs to know this new artist. Who is this guy? What is Dre doing? Like this is it. What the great part about it is that it's a feel good record that's doing that type of thing.
The encapsulation of what 90s hip hop is for me is perfection and use of the sample. Are you bringing the sample to life? This felt like Snoop was living in the sample. Like, dog, you 19, but how are you so 70s? How are you so 80s?
That's the thing that I forgot to remark on in the production. Dre brought in musicians for this project. What's our overall rating for this album?
I mean, for me, it's going to be an easy 5 out of 5 Doberman Pinchers.
This album is not my favorite Snoop album. It has some moments. Yep. It's great. I think it's a 4 out of 5 Snoopies.
What do you think of these classic albums? Let us know down in the description what your ratings are. If you've even listened to these classic albums, I know that with Snoop, you know, re-releasing it with the 30th edition, there's going to be a lot of new listeners. And I'd like to know what you think of this album. You know, like, I feel like there's a lot of shock value in these albums. But you have to understand the time.
If you were born in the 2000s, I want to know what you think.
Yes. But we appreciate each and every one of you that comes to listen to this video. Thank you, guys. And we'll see you in the next one. A 1 and a 2. And peace.